Hey everybody, I've made a Facebook page if you're interested in following that. There's not a lot on there right now. I'm planning on putting on there comics that I read, updates for cosplays I do, because I post my cosplays on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, projects I'm working on, comics I'm reading, movies I'm watching that are comic book related. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you're interested, and you can go like it. It's just the same as the YouTube channel, as everything else I do. And I changed the name back, of course, from Orion's Comics to Xander's Comics, back to Orion's Comics again, because I just sort of thought it had, I changed it to Xander's Comics for transparency, so you know my real name, but I figured Orion's Comics has more of a flair to it, because it just kind of goes better with the brand and everything. So yeah, I changed it back for it just sounds better, I think. So yeah, thanks for letting me do a little bit of a ramble, but I figured now that Bryan Singer has those sexual assault allegations on him, what better time to look at X-Men Days of Future Past? Not really, because this movie's 5 years old now, I think. But I forget when this movie came out, 2014, right? I see it's about 5 years old. I have the road cut, and that's what I saw. So, does the road cut, is it good? Because I've heard a lot of good things about the movie, my philosophy teacher said this is one of the better X-Men movies. And I do kind of I'm not a huge X-Men fan. I don't really have any X-Men comics. I like the show, and I like the lore behind it, but when it comes to the movies, I'm not a huge fan of the movies. But what did I think of the road cut? I thought it was good. My movie timeline is kind of messed up when it comes to X-Men. Especially this does not help at all, because there's a few problems I have with it, I think. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't necessary probably to have I'm assuming the theatrical cut is probably, I don't know what to say, I'd almost say it's better, because I feel like this movie was a bit too long. I thought it dragged on for a bit, in my personal opinion, but it does, have the rescue scene of Rogue in there, so, I can I get that, but there is a few problems I have, because I have seen X-Men Apocalypse. This is the last X-Men movie I need to see to complete all of the X-Men films, I guess you could say. But, yeah, because I've seen all the X-Men movies, I don't really have the best memory of X-Men First Class, but, so, yeah, this sort of did not help with anything in my brain. I thought the acting was fine, because you got all the main characters, and this is, I feel like Jennifer Lawrence is probably getting tired of it at this point, but, yeah, it definitely creates a few plot holes, I feel like, because I know, it gets rid of X-Men 3, it gets rid of, I'm pretty sure it gets rid of the Wolverine, so it's sort of the bad movies, not the Wolverine, but X-Men Origins Wolverine, there we go, yeah. So, yeah, it does bring up a few plot holes, I feel like, because, if you, let me think, because, Wolverine, there's going to be spoilers, of course, but, Wolverine goes back in time to the 70s, he has his bone claws, and then at the end of this, he gets rescued by Mystique, and then, yeah, so he gets rescued by Mystique, and then in X-Men Apocalypse, it's the younger version of the X-Men, right? It's all young Scott Summers and Jean Grey, and then, it's the young versions of them, and then they see Wolverine in the Weapon X facility. But then I feel like that's a plot hole, right? Because they see him, and then he gets his memory wiped. But then, like, none of them would remember Wolverine. So it's just a big old mess. But then, if Mystique captured Wolverine, then, like, what's Wolverine? He went from Professor X back to Stryker, back to Professor X. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, this definitely didn't help with my confusion. But overall, I thought the movie was fine. There was a lot of X-Men I don't really know. But yeah, I thought it was fine. The acting was fine. The cinematography was pretty good. There was a few shots I liked. I feel like the story was a bit like convoluted, of course, because that is time travel. And yeah, then because you got the 3 original X-Men films. I guess technically 2 since the third one got erased from time or whatever. Well, no, because you have X-Men First Class. Then this, I guess. Then Apocalypse. Then X-Men 1 and 2. Then Wolverine. And then Logan, I think. And then maybe even Dark Phoenix after Apocalypse now. I don't plan on seeing Dark Phoenix, because at this point with the X-Men movies, I'm kind of done with X-Men. But yeah, I like this movie. Overall, I'd give it a maybe like a C+. It was fine. Not anything super great. I know I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I didn't think it was like all that fantastic in my personal opinion. It was like kind of, it was an X-Men movie, especially because Bryan Singer is like he's been doing this for since like 2000. So I guess he did it for like a paycheck or something. I guess he did, stop in the middle to do Superman Returns, but boy, oh boy, he's been doing it for a while, so, I guess he did Bohemian Rhapsody too. But I thought it was fine. I definitely would probably recommend the theatrical cut, because I feel like the road cut was a bit too long. It has some loose ends and everything, but I feel like it was a bit too long. So yeah, not anything super spectacular. The X-Men movies at this point are kind of just like a big mess, and this strung them together, I guess, cut off some dead limbs, if you will. So yeah, that's about all I can say for it. Not anything super spectacular. Maybe like a C+. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out my Instagram, Twitter, or my Facebook, it's all the same as my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.